I would say it's energizing, human, and eye-opening. It was great. The main stage, you could use Interprefy. The participants could scan the QR code, or also they could see the captions. Plus, we had the headphone solution connected with us. It basically shows that accessibility is no longer a nice thing to have, but it's kind of becoming an important part of the event, right? As an interpreter and as Interprefy, what we show in these events is that really we can make the events accessible without any complexity.
What's one bold prediction that you have for the future of accessible events? Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Interprefy podcast. This is the place where we sit down with interprefiers, dive into the latest events we've delivered or participated in, share real-time experiences from the field, and explore the trends and hot topics shaping the language industry today. Joining me today is Fabian Sanchez, Senior Business Development Manager here at Interprefy, who has just returned from ETL London, bringing home a prestigious award. We'll get into that story in a moment, but first, Fabian, welcome. How are you today?
Hi, how are you? Yeah, all good, all good. Thank you very much for having me in this first podcast.
Perfect. It's my pleasure. So you're currently in Lithuania, in Europe, right?
I live in Lithuania, but I'm from Ecuador, but I've been living here for almost 10 years.
Wow, nice. So to start off, for anyone who doesn't know you yet, how long have you been an interpreter?
So it will be 3 years now in February.
Great. Is this your first time you're working remotely or you had a home office job before?
No, I've been working remotely for the past 8 years, I think.
Would you change it for the office again or you prefer
No,
online?
I prefer remote. Sometimes you miss the office a bit and all of those little gossips that you have when you work in the office. But yeah, it's nice to work from home.
Yeah, I guess we can have a better work-life balance with home office.
Yeah, of course.
Great. So BDM or Senior Business Development Manager, can you give us a short walkthrough of your day? How does it look like? What do you do?
Yeah, of course. Usually I start the day by opening my email just to see if there are any urgent emails I should check, right? Sometimes clients have last minute events and so on. So once I check that, if I have to answer something on that moment, I do it. Otherwise, I just go to my hotspot and also check if I have any tasks from the previous weeks. Sometimes we have to follow up with the clients. So I do that. Also, obviously, I have to check my schedule of the day to see if I have some demo calls. So on average, on a busy week, I could have 3-4 calls per week, sometimes more, sometimes less. There have been days that I have 5-6 calls and other days that I have 1 or 2, basically. Yeah.
Got it. And do you have a designated area of the world you're developing business or it's global?
I'm working mainly with EMEA, but obviously sometimes we need to take some leads from other regions, and I can do that, but mainly in Europe. Yeah.
Got it. We can now switch to ETL London 2025. So you've been there last year, right? Could you feel like a big difference between the trends and topics? Probably AI dominated, but did you feel some drastic difference or it was pretty similar to the last year?
Yeah, of course. It was a lot of things were similar, but I saw this year more things into the AI world, right? I would say most of the companies that were there, they had something to do with AI. Last year, also a lot, but not as many as this year, yeah.
Got it. Are companies focusing nowadays, because we're seeing accessibility becoming kind of a standard and mandatory thing. So how do companies react about that? Do they come to look for companies such as ours, such as Interprefy? How they see AI inclusion?
Yeah, I think that, based on the people that I met, it seems that there is a lot of event organizers, corporations that are just there looking around on what tools could they use or could implement to make their work more, let's say, a bit easier in a way, but also accessible for a lot of people. So I met a lot of event organizers that they didn't even know that there are tools like ours or Also, there are other
Wow,
AI tools for event management. Yeah, so they were surprised. And yeah, I got some nice leads there for
that's
sure
great.
that, yeah, I'm pretty sure they will turn into clients.
Fantastic. It's surprising that they haven't discovered these kind of solutions yet. That's
Yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but yeah, I had a couple of cases.
Okay, and I have an interesting question. So if you could describe this ETL London, this year's ETL London with in three unexpected words, what would they be and why?
Yeah, actually, I got this question at the event. Some
Oh,
girls were
wow.
doing a video and they asked me the same question. So I would say it's energizing, human, and eye-opening.
Wow.
Those three. And also, if you would want a fourth one, AI. So that's what I say at the event. Yeah, AI, because
Yeah.
it basically describes the event.
So you met, as you mentioned, you met so many partners and industry friends there during the event. Was there a moment or a conversation that made you think, yeah, this is why this collaboration matters?
Yeah, I can recall a few moments that basically I met one of my clients from last year. So last year I met a company. They organized religious events for young
Okay.
people in the UK. So they became clients after a couple of months, and we had a nice collaboration this year with two events. And I met them again. And at the event, they just came to say hi. We already have an event confirmed with them for February.
Nice.
And yeah, they just say that it was amazing that they could include more people into this event because before they couldn't offer any translation. So some people they understood a bit of English, but not so much. So maybe some of the messages that they were delivering at the event, they didn't understand very well. So they were very happy. And yeah, they just came to say hi. And basically we had a nice chat. Yeah.
And this is exactly an example of how AI speech translation and live captions works and where it's applicable in situations where they don't have a big budget or there are some languages that they wouldn't use interpretation for, but now with AI speech translation, they can include this
Yeah.
into event organization and exactly the point and maybe one of the best use cases of AI.
I met a couple of clients as well. They are more a corporate company, more towards the financial side. So we are mainly working with them for company events, and they are using ASR captions, so English to
Mhm.
English, because they have some people that have hearing problems. So
Okay.
I met them I met their colleagues. We had events with their colleagues, and then they recommended to other people. So I
Uh,
met that other people that I only knew via email. Yeah, it's nice to sometimes when you talk with a person and maybe you don't see that person, but it's just by phone. You try to create an image of that
yeah.
person, and sometimes you are surprised because you expect someone that maybe it's much older, but it's someone that is very young.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very nice. Yeah.
I had these experiences with Interprefiers where I worked with somebody for years, and then I met them in person. I was like, wow, this guy is completely different to what I imagined. So it's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
moment is very interesting.
of course.
Okay, so tell me, we can speak a little bit now about the award that we got, receiving this ETL, the first ever ETL Accessibility Award on stage must be a powerful moment. So from your perspective, what does this recognition say about the direction Interprefy and our industry are heading?
Yeah. Yes, it was very nice in that moment. We were thinking with Sue if we will win it or not. It was nice. It was amazing. Yeah, it basically shows that accessibility is no longer a nice thing to have, but it's
Mhm.
kind of becoming an important part of the event, right? So yeah, it's basically a signal for the industry, and this is becoming more standard and not an optional thing, basically.
Yeah, I agree. And for you personally, does it have a specific meaning or advantages now that you can use in the future when developing business?
Yeah, of course. We are always using this as a tool when we talk with our clients, the accessibility, because for some people, maybe they were not taking this seriously before, and still some of them are not taking it seriously. So the more we hear about this, the more people take this into consideration, and that allows us also to sell our solution to offer what we have.
Yeah, it's always good to be recognized in the
Yeah,
field.
definitely.
So later you can use that as a powerful tool, as a pitch, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For anyone who didn't get a chance to stop by the Interprefy booth at ETL in London, how would you define Interprefy in one simple, everyday way?
I would say that Interprefy, yeah, it's basically a platform, a solution that allows you to make your events accessible, and that basically anyone can understand your event. It's just basically a push and play that you can offer to the participants. It's not something complicated, and really a lot of people value this. So I would say it's just basically a tool for making your event more accessible. Yeah.
We also want to position ourselves as a partner, not just as a solution, right? So they can count on our expertise in many fields,
Oh, definitely.
and we can walk them through the entire process from the beginning until the transcripts or recordings they receive in the end.
Yes, exactly. Definitely. Some people, when they talk to us, they think that we are just offering them an app and that
Yeah,
okay, this is an app and thank you and good luck. So we always try to explain them that we are also offering the support. So as you said, a partner that we will be with them, and our goal as well is to make their event successful, right? That we have a successful event together. And that's something that a lot of our clients are happy about, because it seems that other solutions, they do not offer this option to have support. So it's always, this is also something that we use to offer our service to make it more attractive to the companies. Yeah.
great. And the visitors at ETL, they had a chance to see Interprefy in action, right? So how did working alongside our partners at ETL help make the event more impactful for visitors?
Yes, the amazing thing about the event was we're right in front of the main stage. So we
Mhm.
had a booth right in front of the main stage, and next to us there was our partners from Silent Seminars.
Mhm.
They offer headset solutions for events. So it was great. The main stage, you could use Interprefy. The participants could scan the QR code, or also they could see the captions. Plus, we had the headphone solution connected with us. So
Wow.
we were, yeah. So we were working together. People were coming out of the main stage, and basically we were really getting a lot of
Yeah,
attention. It was great because sometimes some of the people we met, they also needed headsets. So we were sending them to our partner that was next to us, and also if their clients needed translation, they were sending them to us. So yeah, we were working definitely as a team with them.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So people can see it live in action, how it works. Nice. Can you tell me, why do you think accessibility is becoming a central conversation in the event tech world?
I think that right now people are finally recognizing that to don't be inclusive, it could cost them more money.
Yeah,
If it could cost them economically, commercially, but also socially. Let's say how people would perceive your trade shows if you don't make them accessible. So definitely there is a collective push right now about making accessibility a big topic at the events, right? So it's becoming like a minimum requirement.
got it. So can we say that Interprefy brought accessibility to ETL this year? Was that maybe a unique value that we provided to the?
Definitely, because you could, I believe there were 4 or 5 stages at the
Mhm.
event take live, and all of them had Interprefy working. In all of them, you could have captions in English, plus you could have translation in Spanish, German, French, and I think it was like 15 languages that we had
Wow,
there. Arabic,
amazing.
Mandarin. Yeah, it was really very accessible. Yeah.
So yeah, people mentioned people can engage, understand better, and after that they can also try to look for us or our solutions to improve their own accessibility and inclusivity. So really nice.
Yeah, in this event, there are also a lot of students that attend, and they are also interested. So definitely we got the attention of a lot of students, and I believe they are also thinking what kind of applications we could create in the future to make events accessible. It's not only related with translation, but also with the venue management. Yeah.
Got it. What's one thing you wish every event organizer understood about multilingual accessibility?
Yeah, so I think that a lot of event organizers, they think or they believe or they hear that flexibility to make events accessible is not easy. It is complicated, right? That they really have to bring a lot of hardware or a lot of parts in place in order to make the events accessible. So as an interpreter and as Interprefy, what we show in these events is that really we can make the events accessible without any complexity, without the need
We,
of any complex hardware.
yeah, we do the heavy lifting for them and they can just focus on their event, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Finally, after winning this award and connecting with so many partners and presenting our solution to some new people, what's one bold prediction that you have for the future of accessible events?
So this is a great question, actually. So I think that multilingual accessibility is going to be fully part of the major events. So it's not going to be a nice to have thing or an add-on, but it's going to be maybe mandatory to have. In the same way as in event apps for on-site events, you have chat, you have Q&A that you can write a question in the chat and it will appear on a screen. So it will be the same. I believe it's going to be something that it will be included by default. So yeah, so the participants that will attend those major events, they will already know that for sure this event will have translation.
Yeah, nice statement.
I think accessibility is going to be the future, I think it is already going in that direction.
And can you tell me what's your favorite Interprefy solution, let's say?
I really like the captions, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's my favorite because even when I watch movies on the Netflix or anything, I watch in the original audio, even if it's in English, a movie from USA or a movie from Asia. Korean movies are very popular. So I always watch the movie in the original language because I feel that it's more real. And I look at the subtitles. I put the subtitles. So I like that also in the Interprefy events. I like the captions. I like to hear to the original voice of the person and follow the captions because it really makes the event more engaging. Yeah.
Great, perfect. I don't know if you want to leave your social media account so people can follow you on some of your networks. We can include that in the descriptions, but if not, also
Yeah, you can find me on TikTok as fabianas.lt. I will
okay.
send you soon
Send
and
it.
put it
Yeah,
there.
I'll
Yeah.
include it if people want
Yeah.
to follow you. Your adventures
Of
in
course.
Europe. That's
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing this incredible experience and also
Yeah,
presenting yourself a little bit to our audience and external
of
as
course.
well.
Yes, thank you.
I'm looking forward to do some more projects like this in the future so we can
Yeah,
have
of
fun
course.
and
Yeah, yeah,
present some new things.
100%. Yeah, yes. I always say that I'm not afraid of the camera, so we can definitely do more things. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much.
Sure.
And I'll see you
Yeah,
next
thank you.
time.
Yeah.